Okay, Brett, this is the Enhancement Shaman. This is actually my personal favorite of the hybrids uh, by a lot. Don't get me wrong, Paladins are awesome, Death Knights are awesome. In fact, numbers-wise, they're hitting harder than Enhancement Shaman right now, but Enhancement Shaman have finally kind of gotten back into the game a little bit, more than just AoE. Long story, won't go into it. Um, I have a lot of experience and knowledge with the Shaman, so I'm going to try not to talk too much like I have on the other videos. But dual wield one handers, here we go. Just an example. Again, not going to go into talents or anything. Why am I out here? Okay, whatever. I'll just show you. I remember why I'm out here now, so I'll do that while I'm here. The Shaman is a hybrid. He's got wheel work. Melee abilities. He's got ranged casting, something that the Death Knight only has two of, for example. And it's one's on a cooldown and one requires runic power to cast the Death Coil, and it's different. Shaman have mana. They use mana. As you can see, the lightning bolt spell costs mana, not very much, and every time they hit somebody in the face, they get mana back, just like the paladin. The difference is I don't need to use any other resource other than mana. I've got a lot of healing. I don't have many of my healing spells on the bar, or all of my healing spells on the bar, but here's Healing Rain. This is the AoE puddle heal. Anybody inside this rain gets healed. Here's my single target heal, and then part of my rotation is to drop this totem, which is a smart heal. It heals the person with the lowest health for X every 2 seconds, and that does change. So that's the utility for healing. Doesn't require a second resource, just mana. This buff right here, heroism. They used to be the only person in the game with this ability. Now the mages have it too, and they use it wrong because they're mages and they just go pew pew and they don't know any better, and they suck. Nobody likes mages except mages and people who want high damage in their raid groups. Anyway, so heroism, more utility, increase haste by 30% for all party members last 40 seconds. It's actually really cool. Makes you bigger, makes you tired, but yeah, haste by 30%. That affects all things. Great little utility buff there for everybody. Again, this is low level, so I'm going to be doing bonus damage. Don't count the numbers as what they really do. But you notice they have a charge system. That's due to a talent, and if you ever actually want to play this, I can go into why you want to do that. Ghost Wolf, take on the form of a Spirit Wolf, run faster, yay. And I'm just clearing these out while I get to the boss. There's a mount I've been trying to farm up, and I was neglecting my farming duties. Oh, that didn't kill. Oh. Anyway, see this empowerment right here? These little bars in the center of the screen. You can't see my mouse. I need to turn that back on, but there's 4 charges right now. So I have an almost instant cast with my lightning bolt. See, it's really nice and fast, but it does extra damage, which you can't tell because, you know, it's low level. Here's the boss. But summonings, I'll go into those. Some of them are the totems. This is my damage totem right there for single target. That's one of my summons. I have wolves, spirit wolves. That's another summon. One of the damage bonuses for the Enhancement Shaman, actually all Shaman, is Ascendance. It transforms them and all of their melees become ranged. Here's my wolves, here's my totem, and this boss is already dead. Holy cow. Because that transformation, which also makes my melee attacks ranged, is 100% armor piercing as well. There's a full 5 right there, instant cast lightning bolt. Here's a normal cast lightning bolt just to give you a reference. Here's a different totem which does AoE damage. So lots of awesome stuff on the Enhancement Shaman, in my opinion. I'm totally biased though, I admit that. NXT is dead. So again, lots of utility, good mix of ranged and... Oh, darn, that wasn't it. Got excited for nothing. So, yeah, that's the Enhancement Shaman. This is really quick, but they have summonings like the Death Knight, only different, and the wolves are on cooldown, or I'll show you again. They've got utility that they bring to the whole raid with heroism like this. Decent single target damage now. Great AoE damage. Not the best anymore. That's where they were shining before they kind of balanced them out a little bit. So AoE heals with healing rain, single target heals with healing surge, and then this little thing right here, again, it's a talent. Every time I do damage, it heals people. Oh, here's the other summon. I forgot about this. I've got elemental summons. Here's the fire guy. He's fun. And then I could show you the earth guy and the wind guy, but I don't have them on my action bar because I wasn't really planning on playing this guy for a little bit. But where is the... So here's the fire dude. You can control him, but don't, as for an enhancement shaman. There it is, Storm Elemental. That's the other guy. I'll show you him in a second. But this guy just does really good damage for you. Huge damage boost on your numbers because he's added to you. And then when he's gone, in 25 more seconds, I can show you the Storm version. So you actually get multiple summons on this guy. You don't have a consistent one like you do on the Death Knight unless you count your totems. And you can only have one of each type of totem down. You've got a fire totem, air totem, water totem. And there used to be an earth totem, but there isn't anymore. Unless you use the earth guy, but he sucks and he's a tank. And anyway, so you can have one of each totem down. So there is my fire totem. There's my water totem. And then I'm going to summon out my air totem. So I have 3 active totems. They're all doing something. And this guy, he gives you a little run buff if you're in this little circle. So I'm moving faster, which is nice. And he does keep up with me, so that's kind of cool. So anybody in the circle in the raid gets a run buff. And then on top of that, I went out of range of the totem. That's why I disappeared. I guess you can count my fire totems as a constant pet because they are doing damage. It's pretty decent. Not like the ghoul though on the Death Knight because that's actually part of their rotation and such. But this is the Enhancement Shaman, melee, ranged caster, and healer hybrid with summons. They're pretty darn cool. I really like them. And what else? Am I forgetting something? I don't think so. But lots of fun. Oh, the Death Knights and Paladins wear plate mail. The Shaman wears mail, not plate mail. The Death Knight and the Paladin wear mail. Excuse me, plate, and the Shaman wears mail. Oh, other things they can do. Specializations. They have a healing class, which is actually really pretty decent. As you can see, that's my secondary. And then they have Elemental, which is where they focus on their range casting. It hits hard. It's fine. It's fun and dandy, but I just like melee, so that's why I always stick with Enhancement. And Enhancement's my favorite of the hybrids because it was the first. I mean, Paladin were there, but I have a beef against Paladin. It goes back to Vanilla WoW. I won't go into that story. But yeah, Enhancement Shaman are awesome, and they're fun to play.